My parents spent $240,000 on my brother, but refused to give me $12,000 to start my business. Now that the business is thriving, they're begging me for money I never owed them. I'm 26 now. When my brother Soren got into law school, my parents threw a party in the backyard with a rented tent and a catered dinner. I was 16, refilling everyone's drinks while my dad stood up and announced he'd cover all of it. Tuition, the apartment near campus, even a used BMW so Soren wouldn't have to take the bus. I added it up that night, $140,000. Soren just smiled and said it was the least they could do. 3 years later, Soren passed the bar and moved into the nicest bedroom in the house. Dad turned the sunroom into an office for him. New laptop, leather chair, paid for his bar prep course, another $12,000 easy. I graduated that same spring, top 10% of my class, a $400 scholarship I won for an essay. My mom's only comment was that maybe I could put it toward textbooks if I ever decided to go somewhere serious. I didn't go anywhere serious. I took a job stocking shelves at a grocery store at 6 in the morning and started pulling shots on a second-hand espresso machine I bought off a closing cafe for $200. I practiced in our garage until my latte art looked like something. I sold cups out of a folding table at the Saturday farmers market. By the time I was 23, I had 3 standing orders. A construction crew wanted coffee delivered to their site every morning. A yoga studio wanted a cart in their lobby on weekends. A small office wanted a weekly setup. The contracts came to $9,000 over 6 months. I just needed $12,000. A used trailer, a real machine, a permit, 3 months of supplies. I did the math a dozen times. I would break even by month 4. I made a real plan, printed it, put it in a folder, marked the numbers in yellow. I waited for Sunday dinner when everyone was home, and I slid it across the table to my dad. I want to show you something, I said. He was buttering a roll. Didn't look up. What is it? A coffee business. I have clients already. I just need $12,000 to start. I'll pay it back in 6 months with interest. Soren laughed first. He actually laughed. You want to sell coffee out of a truck? That is your big plan. Dad flipped through 2 pages of the folder. Soren's about to start at the firm. Things are tight. Coffee is something you buy, not a career. Get a real job first. I looked at my mom. She kept her eyes on her plate. That night, I called my Uncle Theo. He met me the next morning at a diner off the highway. He listened to the whole thing, then took out his checkbook and wrote me $4,000. It's not enough, he said, but it's what I have. Go make it count. I made it count. I found a beat-up trailer on an auction site. I bought the machine used. I worked my grocery shift, then ran the cart until midnight, and cleaned it, and did it again. I lived on day-old bagels for most of a year. Within a year, I had a waiting list. Within 2, I was clearing $190,000 a year, running 3 carts, with 4 people on payroll. I paid Theo back, with an extra $2,000 on top, just to say thank you. My parents never asked about it. Not once. Meanwhile, Soren left the firm after 18 months. Said the partners didn't respect him. Dad put $50,000 into a consulting practice Soren wanted to start with a friend. It folded in less than a year. Soren moved back into his old room and started waiting for the next opportunity. Last week, my phone rang. Dad's number. I almost let it go. We need to talk to you about something, he said. Your mother and I are in some trouble. The thing with Soren didn't work out, and there's debt we can't get ahead of. We were hoping you could help just until we're steady again. I let the silence sit, counted to 10. How much? I said. 40,000 would get us clear. Money's tight right now, and get a real job first, I said. What did you say? You heard me. That's what you told me when I asked for 12,000 to build something real. Coffee is something you buy, not a career. Remember that one? That was different. You were a kid. It was a gamble. No. What was a gamble was handing Soren $240,000 over 10 years and getting nothing back. I asked for 12, and you said no. They tried everything. Said family takes care of family. Said I was being cruel. Said Soren was going through something, and I should understand his situation. I said, you're right about one thing. Family does take care of family. Theo taught me that the morning he wrote me a check and believed in me when you wouldn't, and I hung up.